Grime Myers, who's made some terrific inroads this year. Will Hawkins be the main target in the forward line, or will it still be Radigalia? So many unanswered questions in that forward line.
All right, well, Bruce in the centre for the bounce against Kelly. And away we go with Stanley at the opening bounce up against McAvoy. And away we go at the MCG for Geelong versus Hawthorn. And it's McAvoy who gets first hand goal. Radigalia does it beautifully on centre wing. He's grabbed almost without the ball. Umpire said play on. Howe was grabbed. Cats fans say another free kick. No, says the umpire. For all, his kick is a beauty. Now it opens up for the Hawks. Gunston and O'Brien. O'Brien got to the top of the square and he will line up from 30 metres out on a
quality entries coming back in.
37 goals, 23 in his career. Game number 58 for Tim O'Brien, and the famous number 23, Guernsey of the Hawthorn Football Club. And he puts it right through the middle and scores a level after 11 and a half minutes in the opening term at the MCG.
History of AFL, VFL have more flags next to their name than Alistair Clarkson. As Shields pounces on the knockdown out of the copybook. That's how it was written up on the whiteboard.
Absolutely love that. Shields got the job.
Young guy on the list, a couple of years, really starting to blossom. They're out. Bruce, Long, options are plenty inside 50 mark. Taken by Lewis.
Impressive the way Hawks at Mitchell Lewis.
Was extremely unlucky not to get the NAB Rising Star nomination last week. Mitch Lewis, been in hot form. He normally kicks pretty straight as well. And that, no exception. That's what he's got in his kit bag. Good mark and a great kick.
He spoke about that last.
Decides to go long up the centre wing. O'Brien's there for the Hawks and takes a beautiful mark.
Wow.
Set himself. Came across the front of the pack. The old timers would say like Royce Hart in his heyday. Another one. Up they go again. Oh, this is magnificent.
A lot of it yet. Won't see it here. Burgoyne, Wingard, Warple. Hits a pretty good spot with that kick. Bruce, almost. Puopolo gave it to Hanrahan, and he makes up for it. Nails this one.
Great work by the Hawks. They are setting up beautiful. Hanrahan, just like the Shield goal a few moments ago.
Well, we talk about scoring through talent versus scoring through system. Clearly, the better talent you've got, the more effective your system will be. But Hawthorn
forward position. Gunston 2 goes 3 goes, got it. Good mark. Now, he can go long and strong to the goal square, and that's exactly what he does. Beautiful mark, Lewis. Now, Brownie, I want you to explain this, mate, because he got back, got in the...
What am I going to watch? Am I going to watch the ball, or am I watching Mitch Lewis? He went back for Mitch Lewis. Lewis was watching the ball at all times. That's the advantage of a forward if he moves.
So Lewis comes in for his second and puts it right through the middle, and now... suddenly, first goal of the second term, and the Hawks just stretch away a little bit.
Chris Scott, Randy, what are you trying to do now? What are you trying to... How are you trying to open this game up?
So the ball comes out. Sicily up high. Yes, he's got it. Beautiful mark.
I'm tempted to pull the blitz halves into the ruck, Stanley forward. We saw that a couple of weeks ago. Worked to that.
Radigalia's first possession gets it towards the wing. Dangerfield took O'Meara's legs, but in pursuit of the ball, Scully got it from Warple, gives it nicely to Hanrahan, and they run to the open side here, the Hawks. Nash, his target, gets it, thinks about going, leads come, Gunston's short, puts it in front. Nice delivery, and Gunston is just within range. Rested with half-time looming. From 55, it sails. And it sails truly. Smith. Great ball use. Frawley on the run. And he's got Gunston long. He can go. Scully's inside. Lewis. Hands it off. Scully's got options of plenty. It's a raffle. Goes long. Goal square, Lewis.
He was on his own for an age.
And he goes back, strangely enough, to pass off to Warple, who rubs it in their face.
Unbelievable.
So here we go. Up they go. Neither ruckman could get it. Guthrie got his hands to the ball first. Off the ground it went, and O'Brien takes the diving mark. A fortuitous kick off the ground.
But you've just got to be ready. You've got to be right position, right time.
Spot on, King.
So
movement from the forwards creates that opportunity.
23 points the difference. Number 23 comes in and gives it a good ride and puts it through the middle. It's a goal. 29 points the difference. Hawthorn the best part of 5 goals up.
Too far from the action. Duncan's got involved. They just need Kelly now. He's the outside class.
Walpole slams it on the boot. Inside 50. Big moment here for the Hawks if they can get one. Portmore gets the handball out, and they do. Gunston! Just what was required by the Hawks to end a run of 3 consecutive.
Sun still shining. Footy gods love a Cats-Hawks battle. Back into play. Radagalier rucking against him, Lewis. All knocked down. Shields, Crum, superb.
He's done it again here. He gets a player there. Gutsy move there by Frawley. Well done.
O'Meara long towards Gunston. They could parlay this into a goal themselves. Hawthorn. Gunston pumps it to the goal square. Got a little too much on it. O'Brien, big grab.
Wow.
He really had to stretch. It almost...
Set shot at goal for O'Brien.
He's got a couple. And this game has gone up another level.
Speed, but he just missed the target. Fantastic from Frawley. And they put it to that hot spot. I mean, they've taken 14 marks inside the forward 50 today, Hawthorn. They've looked as good as they've looked inside the contested markers down there, Mitch Lewis and O'Brien, who we expected to probably play down back today. So
25 seconds on the clock. A little bit of icing on the cake. Puopolo pushing and shoving against Big Harry Taylor's going to get it. Handball's over the top. Lewis runs into the open goal. Thank you very much. The Hawks are back in town.
The question mark coming in was the Hawthorn midfield versus the Geelong midfield. That all-star midfield, and they've held up magnificently today. I think they've got the points. Shields, O'Meara, Walpole, been outstanding, and Smith and Scully out in the wings. This guy's been impressive.
This guy has been the find of their year. They've been crying out for a forward 50 target to replace that.
Seconds tick down. Magnificent performance, Hawthorn. Reports of Hawthorn's death as a finals contender grossly exaggerated. 12-13-85 against the top team in the competition.